myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch, stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. Hey, Tuesday. Hey, let's go.
Now Ryan on second down. Drops it off for Coleman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
It's caught. Jones. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
On first down, Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
20. Space. There we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Hey,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Gun.
To throw again is Ryan. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points. Oh, by the way.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Grady Jarrett with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board. And a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Hey, wait.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Coleman on the toss. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On third down, it's Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Coleman now, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
CD, as we look forward, get closer and closer to postseason, what do you think if you had to pick the Super Bowl teams right now, who would you take?
Let me start in the NFC, and I think that the Rams and New Orleans seem to have separated a little bit right now. They seem to be the prime 2 teams. But I'm looking in the NFC South, and the Carolina Panthers would scare the heck out of me if I were anyone in the NFC. Defense continues to get better. Cam Newton having his best season since his MVP year of 2015. Versatile weapons on offense now. I like the momentum that they've been building. On the AFC side, of course, you have to say New England until further notice, naturally. You have to say Kansas City. But I do think that Houston has really built something because of their defense especially. But bottom line for me, the Los Angeles Chargers are really starting to make a move with Phillip Rivers leading them.
Yeah, all the talk about the Chiefs, but the Chargers right there.
Gun. Hey, right half.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
21. Wait. Hey, South. Hey, gun. Right. 39.
Throwing again. Ryan. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down.
Gun. 12. Left. Go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Well, Charles, the Atlanta Falcons, a team that you saw last week, that win at Washington 38-14. And, gosh, that inauspicious start, 1-4. Now, all of a sudden, they've won 3 in a row.
Yeah, and I think that when you go back to their 1-4 start, they decided to down focus and just take the next 2 games and turn it.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 23-yard run. And the Falcons are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Brooks Reed in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
20. Let it go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Hey, south. Right. Left. On. Let it go.
They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brooks Reed in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run. And now second and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
He's going to get it running right. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken short. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gun. There we go.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Caught on the right side by Jones. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On third down, Ryan. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know they're going to need a little bit better.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, here's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A very solid gain of 27.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
they
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
To throw is Ryan. Buying time to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, Tuesday. Left.
On third and goal, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 4 yards out. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more.
22.
certainly feels like they were wanting to go for two, but weren't really sure they should go for two. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Coleman. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They will run again with Coleman. Gets past one man, and he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now in Atlanta. Here's Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Coleman, eluding the tackle. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On third down, it's Coleman, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. It's Coleman here. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, Tuesday. On.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And here now come the Falcons. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now he's flushed out left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the foul.
It's on earth, but it's where I be.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already there. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason looked out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Shoes, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already there. It was written in the children's story. Your life's a so what you want. Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tip. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Film it, kiss to death, and protect it.